In the emerald-hued sequel, Wicked for Good, 5 years have passed since Elphaba defied the tyrannical Wizard of Oz. Now vilified as the Wicked Witch of the West, the green-skinned rebel hides in exile, fiercely advocating for Oz's silenced animals and plotting to dismantle the oppressive regime. Her former roommate and confidant Glinda has risen to bubbly stardom as Glinda the Good, the regime's glamorous spokesperson, basking in adoration while grappling with moral dilemmas. As an enraged mob rallies against the Wicked One, old wounds reopen. Elphaba's forbidden romance with the dashing Fiyero ignites amid forest hideouts and daring rescues, while betrayals from characters like Bach and Madame Morble fuel the fire. Secrets unravel, including the wizard's dark origins, pushing the witches toward a heart-wrenching reunion, packed with show-stopping numbers like For Good and As Long as You're Mine. This musical epic explodes with magic, betrayal, and redemption, forging the path to classic Wizard of Oz in a whirlwind of green smoke and glittering bubbles. Up next, here's what Tyler and I think of Wicked for Good. How'd you like the witch fight?
It was bewitching.
I got to tell you a really funny bathroom story, though. So, I go to the movie.
Yeah.
I'm there early just for you.
Look at you go.
Like, I'm going to watch the trailers.
It was a lot of commercials this time around.
It was a lot of commercials,
Yeah.
absolutely. So I'm walking in there, and I'm like, you know what? This is a long film. I'm going to go pee.
Yeah.
So I turn around. I'm almost into the theater. So I turn around, walk down the long hallway, and the bathroom's right there. So I just take a left, and boom, right there. I come out. I washed my hands.
Good.
Exit the restroom. I walk into the theater, and I find my seat, and I'm sitting there, and this two ladies come up to me, and they're like, "You're in one of our seats." And I'm like, "No, I'm positive I got G13." No, let me get my ticket. No, I know we have that too. So she got her ticket out, I got my ticket out, and looked at it, and it's like, I'm in the wrong theater. Because they like come
they're so next.
Right.
9 and 10?
Yeah, 9 and 10.
Yeah.
And so there's a whole bunch of people. I go at 9 o'clock in the morning, and there
On
was
Tuesday?
a
No,
ton,
you went today.
Today, Wednesday.
I went to 9 o'clock showing yesterday.
And there's a ton of people. Like, there was probably 40 people in Wicked.
I went yesterday.
So it
Tuesday.
was a big appreciation for one of the big employers in town.
Oh, I see.
And so they were getting into movies for either free or cheap.
Yeah.
However they do it. And so that's where all the people were was from that. So there was at least 40 people in Wicked. So yeah.
I went yesterday, and I got there movie started 9 a.m.
So by the way, I didn't get to see the trailers.
Oh,
because I was sitting in the wrong theater, and they didn't start trailers yet.
Oh, that's a tragedy. I really enjoyed the Super Mario Brothers Galaxy.
I did watch that on my phone.
Yeah, but I haven't gone to a movie in a long time because there just have not been good movies. And watched that trailer in its full glory on DLX. And I was a happy little man. But I get there at 8:45. And I'm like, yep, movie starts at 9. I'm going to go in, get ready, sit down, relax. And I get in, and normally there's that person that checks you into your ticket and be like, hey, just make sure, because I always buy it through Fandango is where I get my tickets. Let me see your ticket and everything. Like, normally that person's there. Well, that person wasn't there. And so I start walking through. I was like, where's this person? But I don't see anyone, so I just walk. And she was like, sir, we don't open till 9:30. And I was like, well, that's weird because I have a movie that I'm watching at 9. So what time do you guys open? And she was like, oh shoot, like yeah, I guess we're open now. And so even when I was going to go get my peanut M&Ms, like nobody was there. Like it was like so it was interesting.
Yeah, that is. Like I wonder if this was a special showings then for appreciation or whatever.
Yeah,
maybe I don't know.
It was odd.
Wicked though, they had a witch fight.
They did.
Yeah. Wicked Witch of the West, and
slap fight,
and then the Good Witch,
Glinda. Glinda, listen.
So, and then I saved something for you too today.
Ooh.
I think it's quite hilarious because we talked about it the last podcast. And so I'm going to put it on the screen, but I'm going to have you go ahead and look at it.
Yeah. Ariana's crazy.
Because what did I say last time? I said she needs to have a sandwich.
Yeah.
And so now these African children raise money to feed Ariana Grande. I thought that was perfect. I saw that this afternoon.
Did you?
Yeah. Just
what impeccable timing.
That was great.
Siri knows.
Good stuff.
I really liked the beginning. I thought it was a great intro to the film.
Yeah.
I like music, though. And so that's where I was enticed for a good chunk of the film. Only 2 hours and 10 minutes, which comparatively to the other one was 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Yeah, that was really, it was only, I thought it was like 2:17. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
No, that's fine. I thought it was, I thought it was a little longer.
It felt longer in parts. I had to pee really. Speaking of peeing, I had to pee really bad halfway through this film.
It was, there were some long parts there for sure.
That they could have definitely trimmed up. Well, because again, what I think about this frequently is the Broadway show for Wicked is like 3.5 hours, maybe 4 with your intermission. This one was the 2 hours and 40 and 2 hours and 17, so 4 hours and 57 minutes. So that's an extra hour 20 of stuff that they're adding into this.
Yeah. I read a lot of this afternoon. I decided I would read a lot of like backstory about kind of the original IP.
Yeah.
So this doesn't actually come from the original Wizard of Oz.
No, it doesn't.
I don't know if I knew that or understood that.
I see.
Which was eye-opening then.
Yeah.
To me. So
makes sense to a lot of things that happen.
Yeah. So the source is not even the I knew about the Broadway play.
Yeah.
But see, I thought that was adapted from the original.
Film.
Wizard, not the film. I think that was a book, right?
Yeah.
So I thought that was adapted from that, but no, the Broadway play was adapted from the '95 book.
Yeah.
Which is way different than both the film and the Broadway play.
I didn't know that part of it.
Yeah, so there's these like, I'm going to screw this up, so I apologize, but there's basically like, I don't know if it was like Oz Queens or something, but they were called Ozma. So they were like queens basically of Oz.
Yeah.
So they eliminated them completely.
The breathing asthma?
Not asthma, Ozma.
Ozma.
Yeah. So they got rid of them altogether for sure in the film, as we know, which I thought that was very interesting. Also, there's more of the Wizard of Oz kind of origin story in there.
Okay.
And so they didn't do that really at all.
Well,
they did a very brief thing.
I wonder if they did that because of that film with James Franco. Because there was an Oz film that was kind of the origin story.
Yeah.
And so I was wondering if they were trying to stay away from that.
Possibly.
Like, let's just make this.
They packed a lot into this, both of them. I'm really glad, though. I guess we talked about that off camera, but I'm really, really glad that they released these, essentially what we consider now back-to-back.
Yeah.
So a year apart.
Yeah.
That was nice.
That's a win. That's a major win.
That's a big win.
Yeah. The first one was better.
It was.
And I think agree. you just can't. It's just not the same. I thought a lot of times, and for good, they were having a hard time. I was actually not sure how they were going to finish it. Like there were some weird pacing things of like, we're going really fast through things now we're going really slow, and I was like, what's next? Like how much are we skipping? I was thinking of, the Tin Man when the Tin Man got formed.
Yeah.
And then it was when Dorothy came to town with Toto.
I loved how they did that, though.
Yeah, I loved that they didn't show faces for that.
Yeah, They
kept Dorothy. But there was a weird pacing ever since when Dorothy came to town on. It was very odd pacing.
Yeah.
I did not like all of the pacing that happened in that section.
Yep.
To the end.
Right.
I also
totally
just wasn't
agree.
a huge fan of this whole water thing. Like that was also very strange. Oh yeah, like we're gonna over exaggerate like Ferrari.
Ferraro, I think.
Like yeah, like they're just making anything. People believe anything, which was an interesting theme in this. But in the end, water gets poured on the witch. She melts
By Dorothy.
And Dorothy's believable because she's not of this world. So like, fine, like that can make sense. It's otherworldly. But when Glinda was in tears from the water, I was like, what?
Yeah,
that makes no sense.
Right, when Elphaba was crying.
Oh, Elphaba
was crying.
No,
because she had water all over her face from crying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying like when Dorothy threw the water on Elphaba,
right,
and Glinda was watching the whole thing, like I think she saw it was the water that melted.
Yeah.
And she should have known. Like, granted, she's a Class A blonde. That's as ditzy as could be.
That was funny.
Glinda's my favorite character in this film, by the way. I love how ditzy she is.
It's funny.
I mean, granted, I think Ariana's playing Ariana. Like, if you look at who Ariana has played in films, it's who she is.
Yeah, totally. It's funny.
But I enjoyed the dits. But I did have a hard time of like, what? Like, it's just water. Like, that's not going to kill her.
Well, there was something about it, though. I mean, in the original, that was water that did kill her.
Yeah.
The movie or whatever and everything. So, I mean, it is what it is. But it's weird that it was made into such a big deal. But because she was such a powerful witch, why would it matter?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I don't know how much I want to drag on about it and give the whole film away.
I mean, I don't know what in this film is to give away.
Well, there was a lot in there.
Tell me what you can give away.
Well, I didn't. There's a lot I didn't know.
That's fair.
So, but here's the thing. I'm not the kind of person that's going to watch this. I'm just not.
Yeah, no. I didn't even ask if Megan wanted to watch this because I knew it was going to be a definite hard pass.
And so I can see where people appreciate it. It's not a bad film. Yeah. I'm just not a musical kind of person, especially when it's like back to back to back kind of.
Yeah. Which I do think goes to show how good these films are. Like, because this is not your cup of tea.
No.
There's very few films in which, like, there's, Greatest Showman.
I would say Greatest Showman is probably in my top musicals.
Right. But that's also a very different form.
It's very different.
And so, what was the other one? That thing's Shallow. Oh, A Star Is Born.
Oh, that was good too. Yeah.
So, like, those are the type of, like, if there's music
that.
themed, it's like there's music in it, but it's not based around the music.
Right.
Whereas these, we think about, Les Mis. You think, like, you would watch this over Les Mis in my mind.
Oh, totally.
And so I do understand. I enjoyed it. It's good. I mean, I think we talked about this the last time when we watched Wicked. Wicked is not one that I know the music well.
Right.
And so for musicals going into it, I think it helps a lot more if you know the music going into it versus experiencing it for the first time through the production.
Yeah.
What do you think of The Cowardly Lion?
Of the what?
The Cowardly Lion.
Oh, I didn't care for how they did that. It was interesting. The CGI wasn't
strange.
It was very different for the lion. And to be how it got to be cowardly like that. So it doesn't make a lot of sense, but what it does, it sort of does, but it doesn't. I don't know. That doesn't make sense the way I just said that at all. But
hear me out.
Let me say it this way. They have they do a really good job of storytelling lessons in here.
Yeah.
Like, we talk about these weird things that I catch that you don't.
Yeah.
Like how it ties to political things, how it ties to religious things, how it ties to some of these things, and and there's a lot of really good philosophical lessons in this.
Yeah, I agree.
But not that I'm saying I align with those.
Yeah.
Certainly in particular.
But I thought it was done well.
But it was done well.
Yeah.
And they're talking things about I mean, we could even say the word inclusion and stuff like that. That's just a dirty word to me because that's just weird.
Yeah.
But the idea of it, like, the animals being equals, and stuff like that. There's a lesson to that.
Yeah.
But there's also, like, you got to understand that's not real.
Yeah.
And they're trying to. It's sort of like a PETA thing,
Yeah.
And so that's what I'm saying. There's so many things in there that they did very well that are pretty good lessons. And so the Cowardly Lion was a pretty good lesson in the sense that Elphaba didn't allow the lion to grow by challenge.
Yeah.
Right? That's why he was a coward.
Yeah.
And but they didn't do that as obvious as I think they should have.
Yeah.
So that the entire audience went,
that makes sense.
I get
well,
it.
because they did flashbacks for certain things.
Yeah.
And they didn't do the flashback for the Cowardly Lion, which I thought, that was an interesting choice that was missed.
It just didn't, it was hard to catch.
Yeah.
So that's why I say, like, it worked, but it didn't. And you had to really, really, really be, like, in what was happening
Grasp
there.
the straw man.
Right.
Yeah.
Which I also thought was a little weird.
Yeah.
Too, but anyway, so there's lessons like that in there that I thought were very, very good and powerful, and they did them very well. Not saying that I align with them, but I understand what they were trying to do.
Yeah.
And so that's good storytelling.
Yeah.
I
think it is. I don't think it ever should have 2 parts.
No. They could have. Even if they would have said, like, hey, let's jam this into 2:45, maybe 3 hours.
Yeah.
But we're doing it in one shot.
Yeah.
That's how they should have done it.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's just my opinion.
What musicals exist where it's a 2-part?
Yeah, no.
It just doesn't exist because I don't think. I remember The Sound of Music. I don't like The Sound of Music. That's maybe.
I was a kid when I saw it, and I didn't like it then, and I've never ever watched it again.
I remember when I got to intermission, or like the intermission, I thought it did like some credit stuff, and I was like, finally we're done, and it said intermission. I'm like, what? That's just cruel.
Insert
and then
tape
there's
2.
a whole second. I'm like, no. The last thing I have to say on the Wicked is what I saw today was they're potentially looking at doing a universe for Wicked, and I think that's a very poor decision. That's
an extremely poor decision.
Yeah.
I
think there's stuff you can do in Oz. I think there's a lot of stuff you can do in Oz. And if they do a universe, I really hope it's not a musical universe. And I like musicals. I enjoy experiencing singing. I have nothing wrong with that. But you don't, unless you're in Dr. Seuss, you're not living in a world where music you can do a whole franchise off of.
No, right.
And the music's going to degrade at that point. Right.
Which they could do a lot of things without doing a musical for sure.
Yeah.
The thing that really I like to write. I'm not very good, and it take a really long time.
Yeah.
I have a dictionary over there, right? Like an old dictionary. Like literally it was the dictionary used when I was born.
Yeah.
Like 50 years old.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so, but I like to look through it and like, oh yeah, that's, and
that's
just
a word.
And I mean, but then, I look up synonyms and antonyms and adjectives to use.
I do like synonyms and antonyms.
And so that's kind of how I do it. And so it's not fast writing.
It's a process.
It's a definite process, but I enjoy it. It's fun. I'm not good at it, and I'm really slow at it.
Hey.
But I kind of semi-understand it, like writing.
Oh yeah.
What I don't like is there's way too many regurgitated IPs.
Yep.
Way too many. I've told you this. I created a character called, his name's Echo.
Yeah.
I'm 99% sure I have.
We'll find out.
Chronicles of Echo is what I'm writing.
Ironically, this could be echoed one way or the other.
I know, exactly. Like his name is Echo. That's his nickname. And I've written some short stories that I want to turn into audio dramas someday.
Okay.
But
I think we should play D&D going off of that. Sorry.
Right.
Well, there's like D&D podcasts that I've listened to, and it's really interesting because it's all worlds.
Yeah,
You're building worlds and having conversations. It's improv worlds.
Yeah.
That's really intriguing. But sorry,
yeah.
Echo.
So, it's a creation.
Yeah.
You know, it's not from
anything.
And a creation is it's pieces of what we've learned along the way over time.
It's inspirations.
Exactly. It's an old song buried in your brain somewhere. It's a film that you saw. It's a book that you read. It's a sermon that you heard. It's a lesson that your grandfather told you. And there's all these combinations of things that go into that. And while it may be similar to something else, and that's okay, it's still a creation. Mm-hmm. And what they're doing so much now is they're saying, okay, we're taking this IP and then let's just butcher it.
Yeah.
We're just going to use Oz.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying they butchered this. I don't think they did.
No.
But
I think this is adjacent enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, but it's still like not original.
Well, look at the whole Star Wars universe. What's it struggling with? It feels like it has to stay true to the old. Mandalorian was in its own segment.
Yes.
And it was great because, I mean, obviously there's going to be quick thing references. Again, inspirations from other stories. But, again, it's its own story. It's its own character building its own world.
Right.
In a place that already exists. Where it began struggling is like, nope, now I have to connect to everything.
Yep.
Now I have to be a part of this universe to make everything make sense. And then you get restrained because you can't have the freedom to do what you want because it has to tie in.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, I get it. It's easy to build off of it. Not easy, but it's easier to build off.
To build an audience quicker if the audience is already aware of the world.
Yes. Good.
Yeah.
Very, very, very good way to. So anyway, that's what I have to say about Wicked. Not a whole lot. We did talk about a lot of other things. That was fun.
Just a few thoughts from a fool.
By the way, the trailer I did see as I was walking out of the wrong theater, I was in, so it was Zootopia 2.
Yeah.
And so as I made a fool of myself and was in the wrong theater, I went and was walking out, and the Cat in the Hat, what are they calling that? Did you see
Bill Hader? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does not look great.
It does not. But
does not look great. It looks unique though.
What I thought of was they have, thing 1, thing 2, so on.
Well, they had thing 1 and thing 3, and that was the.
Well, and then there was another whole scene that was
where they slap each other,
like thing 9 and everything. But I'm thinking Fool 1 and Fool 2.
Yeah.
We better make
Fool 3.
Better make shirts. That's all we have for today.
That's all.
If you're still here, we would appreciate a comment and hammer the like button
and the subscribe button while you're at it.
That's right. See you next time.